Well, hello there, traders and friends right around the world. Thanks a lot for joining me on this Monday afternoon market recap. Quite a bullish day we did see to begin this week's worth of trading. The Nasdaq has been the market which has really forced the other two markets to push on up higher. Closing 36 points above Friday's close, we have eked out an all-time high, a newer all-time high, which we first established in Thursday last week. We saw that sort of counter movement on the Friday. A nice strong gap up above this resistance level. Generally, when you see a gap, it's the kickstart of a new trend. However, what I want to make sure before we start legging into overly bullish trades at this particular moment in time is to make sure that all three markets are in agreement, i.e. that they are all breaking out above their respective resistance levels just to confirm the trend in and of itself. Now, at the moment, the Dow Jones Industrial Average did close up just over 100 points. We really just reclaimed the losses that we had on Friday, but right now we're rallying back into this resistance level, which is held since March 2015. So I guess at this particular moment of time, we still are very neutral. The benefit of the doubt must go to a degree with the bulls, but you need to be a little bit cautious of this resistance level. In the past, when we've come up to this exact level, we failed and we've oscillated back down to the support. So I'm still quite neutral on the overall markets. However, the Nasdaq at this particular moment in time is the strongest, it's the most healthiest, and once again, it's eked out a new all-time high. With a spinning top candle, we'll see if this gap results in another bullish trend to the upside. The S&P 500 is somewhere in between the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq. You've got the Nasdaq breaking out, the Dow Jones more so, or more or less pulling back a little bit compared to the S&P 500. This market right here sits right in between the two counterpart markets. You can see that we're close to the May highs. We aren't breaking out, and we're not pushing back up into the lower level of that resistance area. So sort of two of the three markets at this particular moment in time are showing forms or showing signs of strength, maybe a little bit of optimism coming back into the market on the back of that Greek bailout deal, which has got the stamp of approval as at Monday, I do believe. That is the reason why Europe has rallied and why the equity markets have started the week so strong. We'll see if it's simply just a matter of headline, if it's media driven, or if this is a substantial break above resistance, which will result in a new bullish trend. I'm very excited because a lot of the shares which we are following at this particular moment in time, we're in Amazon. We're also in, what was the other one? In Walgreens as well. These are all looking quite healthy. And Google today had a nice little pop. It did pull back, and I will reference Google very, very quickly. We're looking at a target at about $570. The high today was $566. I still like this setup. I still think it is going to break out, but this candlestick right here is what we call a gravestone doji. So if you are in the Google trade, I'd place my stop down here about 552. If you place it, or you could more or less get away with it about 556, but I'm going to leave a little bit of room on Google for it to hit our target up here at $570 over the upcoming week. Outside of that, Walgreens Boots and Alliance had some form of an inside day bearish type of candle. We're more or less right at the break even right now. This is expected, low volume at this particular moment in time. I still have optimistic expectations that we are going to form our way right on back up to $91.69. That is our first target on this particular trade. And to reference Amazon today, it did have a bullish day, but however, the candlestick itself is what we call a spinning top. It's an inside day contained within Friday's candle. It was up $1.37, but it is below our entry price here at $4.41. So this is somewhat of a losing trade at this particular moment in time. We're speaking about the Bollinger Band squeeze setting up. And at the moment, it hasn't broken out, but at the same time, it hasn't given us a Bollinger Band reversal. So I'm very, very neutral in this trade, but with bullish expectations, given the overall structure of the Nasdaq. That's the most important market at this particular moment in time. If you see the Nasdaq breaking out, I'm sure that the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 are going to have to, pardon me, follow suit and catch back up to that particular market. But if you are neutral at this particular moment in time, it's a very smart outlook and perspective on the market, once again, because our two other markets, the S&P and the Dow Jones, is yet to break above those May 2015 highs. I'll leave it at that for the Monday afternoon market recap. I'm still really enjoying the CVX trade setup. In particular, that's a really nice looking trade, which I'm still waiting for confirmation before I leg into it. But I really do like that trade, and it sits very well with how the market is sitting right now. And I'm excited to see whether finally this market is going to shake loose. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me whatsoever if it breaks bullish or bearish. I just want to see this market break above the range, which we've been stuck in since February and March 2015. It's been a really frustrating and hard quarter, or second quarter for 2015. I am optimistic that we are going to break out of this range, and it's going to result in a much more favorable trading type of environment for us where we can sit back and just capture the trend in a lot of these individual stocks moving forward. And that's the most exciting part of the markets when analyzing them at this particular moment in time. So I'll leave it at that on a Monday afternoon market recap. If you have any questions whatsoever, send me an email, success@pivotpoint-trading.com, and schedule a call with me if you'd like to talk through any of the trade setups or trade management moving forward as we round out June 2015. All the best traders and friends right around the world. It's James signing out On behalf of Pivot Point Trading, goodbye.